Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. Now, we've had a couple of decent runs where things have succeeded, you know, a little bit roughly. We've got a pretty beat-up party and not a whole lot of money. Krakenbrow is still drinking from the last time, which is fine. Also, thank you everyone who pointed out that I turned off his pistol shot at some point. That is reactivated, so he'll be ready to go relatively soon. The problem is, as is, we only have probably 4 people that could go on a mission. Something, and that ignores the Crusaders. Luckily, Senti is evasive, so has a bit more dodge and might sort of be a frontline person, even though she doesn't have a whole lot of abilities that really go in there. And then we can go something like Plague Lord, Pistries, and that one Marine. I've been trying to see if there's anyone I could fire to do replacement, a little swappy-do. But two things. One, the people that are currently in the stagecoach are pretty busted up. The runs is a really terrible idea. This one is fine. This Crusader is okay. Getting the 20% negative penalty with negative penalty redundancy. The 20% penalty to stress resistance in ruins is pretty bad. The flawed release means nothing because he doesn't really do any, range attacks. And Slayer of Mankind is actually a really strong ability because we do run into humans from time to time. So I'm tempted to perhaps grab this Crusader. The thing is, we do have 2 Crusaders that aren't too bad. Joluoto's not ideal. Because he is 3 at 3, but these things don't. I don't really know 100% what Dark Temptation does, but these abilities don't seem like showstoppers. Meanwhile, Eagle Eye does nothing for him. Again, no range attacks. The stress resist, I can sort of take it or leave it. But the big thing is the scouting chances are actually really good because of the ability to spot traps and whatnot. So I don't know. I guess in the end, he really has one particularly strong ability and nothing too terribly bad. I'm tempted to ditch Joluoto and just bring on another Crusader, just to sort of freshen things up and have another Crusader, but I think I'm going to roll the dice. So this is really terrible. The Torn Rotator Cuff and the Lazy Eye is really bad, and Burrown over here has, I guess these are fine. Quick Reflexes is particularly good, actually, but I'm not sure that I want to hire another Plague Doctor right now. Plague Lord is fine. The Love Interest does make it a little harder to burn off his stress, of course. Nocturnal is a little annoying because light above 75 is what I try to keep it at, but he's got so many positive abilities on the other side that I'm pretty happy with it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do sort of this weird little run where we're going to have a Vestal as our frontline fighter. I think that order is better. And then that one Marine in the back to drop some heals. That one Marine is pretty stressed out as is, and actually has a fair deal of bad abilities. Plutomania, I don't know what it does. It might not be a big deal. -1 speed, 1 health below 50% is not great. This doesn't matter so much. Fear of Unholy really sucks, though, and every time she is up against an unholy monster, that is particularly bad. So, I don't know, but On Guard is good, Thick Blooded is nice, and Double Scouting Chance is particularly good. So, I don't know, we're going to go with that. I'm going to go into the ruins and just do a short run with these guys, and the idea there is, whoa. Well, that's quite cool. The idea is to hopefully get in, get out. Maybe not complete the quest, it'd be nice to get the gold, but we'll see what we can do. I'm going to try not to bring too much stuff with me. Definitely at least 4 food, maybe 8. You don't always need 8 on a short dungeon, though, but sometimes you do. And I'm trying to save as much money as possible. Now, Briarstone has been telling me that he's been doing runs with no torches whatsoever and just go, like, just darkness and dealing with it. And it seems to be doing okay for him. I don't know if I'm convinced that I want to go in that route. Oh, before I go, hang on. Before I go, I've got to go and make sure that I put some people in something. We need at least one of our Crusaders to be getting restored. Dutch Derpy guy, I think, is going to be one of our main ones. Oh, he's kind of fucked up, too. Torn Rotator Cuff is really bad. Off Guard isn't great. Faded is particularly good. We're just going to have to get him some treatment at some point. Maybe we'll prioritize treating Joluoto, so he won't drink, but everything else he can do. So let's go ahead to back out of here. Back out? Oh, here we are. Let's go ahead and stick him in the Abbey. Yeah. And that one Marine is coming with us, isn't he? Because it's Plague Lord, Pistries, Senti, and that one Marine is our current group. So, Lobo, you're fine. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and put you in the transept. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, we can probably invest in throwing Dutch Derpy guy somewhere. He can do whatever he wants, so we'll go to the tavern. And, oh, the drinking's already used, so we'll have him do the gambling hall one, because it's a little cheaper than the other third rank, whatever it was, where they, like, smack themselves around until they feel better. Alright, so we're going to embark with this silly group. I'm going to do a short ruins run, because one of these guys had the bonus in the ruins. And, yeah, we'll cross our fingers. And we're going to go with, tell you what, I'll go a little lighter on the torches. But we'll bring the 8 food anyway. And we'll see! Who knows what will possibly happen here. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to bug out early. Obviously we would lose a lot of extra cash, but on the bright side, it would, you know, hopefully at that point we'll get a functional party.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
This is a really, really annoying configuration. Now, we have to complete 100% of the room battles, which doesn't necessarily require us to scout all the rooms, literally. But, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and pop this room right now. By getting that out of the way. And, as I say, I notice we have had no scouting success yet. Right away. Of course, it traps the person who's already got a bunch of stress so that they can... make sure to buff all the rest of their stress. That's just, like, shitty luck there. Like, you couldn't have hit someone else to prevent the chance that, you know, one person instantly freaks out and gets an affliction? Oh, well. Alright. Unholy. Everyone unholy all the way. Everyone with max bleed resist. That is fine. We've taken a little bit of damage. We may as well get started with the judgment and keep ourselves topped off. That is perfectly fine. I think I'm just going to go ahead and focus fire on the one in the front. And these are not terribly dangerous. The fact that we got a couple of ranged attackers actually does make that a little suckier, and I should be keeping that in mind. I think I'm going to go ahead and use flashing daggers over here, and these two in the middle. And yeah, I shouldn't have hit the one in the front. I should be focusing somewhere else. Leave that one to me. Oh, you're going to build some more stress in the party. Okay, we're going to hit like 100% stress across the entire party in like one more room. I can see it now. Alright, you, melee bash. Doesn't really matter which one we're doing. If we could have focused down on one of the ranged ones, that would be nice. I will go with this one here. He's only got 5 hit points. Of course we rolled minimum damage. I was going to say, as long as we don't roll minimum damage, we will kill him. But we rolled minimum damage. I suppose that's better than a miss. But not by much. It's probably the best thing to do right now is just to finish this guy off using my ability with a slightly higher accuracy. Oh, we miss anyway. Watch it. This guy's going to live long enough to get off another attack, which is going to drive me bonkers. Wow, these quarrels really do a lot of damage. I could pick this guy, which I probably should do. Especially since it's only 2 to 4 damage. Tell you what, the pick has great accuracy. Let's go ahead and make sure to finish someone off.
Give them no quarter.
And she's gonna flip out again. Probably generate stress to someone else. Oh no, she just uses an attack completely at random. Actually, that's not necessarily a bad attack. But I don't like it when they take control away from me. And of course now we're getting like beat up pretty badly. Let's go ahead and try to focus fire on this crossbow dude, the Arbalist. Arbalist, yeah. Mace bash him. There we go. So he's got 2 per round. Oh, gonna get to attack now. So we have to hit him. We still have to hit him for 1 point of damage. Seems like a good shot for flashing daggers. There we go. We finish him off. Doesn't matter as long as we did at least 1. He would have died from the blight. And what are you going to do? Are you going to use... oh, light alone commands me. No one else has the right. Alright. So she's going to keep using her own abilities to do whatever the hell she wants. We might have to reorganize these people a little bit. So that she can actually get off a heal. But we're going to do that next fight. Let's go ahead and wail on the range guy. Oh my god. Of course we're going to miss everything. And they get to go again. And of course you're going to go for the one. Alright. So he didn't die. Thank God. Hit the range one. Ooh, nice crit. Okay, finally something good is happening.
Faint hope blossom.
But yeah, I was gonna say, since she was refusing to let me control her, we're gonna have to take this Vestal, move her back so that she can use a healing ability to take him out of near-death range. But I'll rearrange them after this fight. Put her in the front. Oh, are you gonna rearrange things? Okay. Are you still gonna attack? Oh, you're gonna let me take an action. Great. Well, right, you don't have the party heal, so just Divine Grace this guy, and hopefully your selfishness doesn't fuck that up. Yay! Alright, the important thing is he's not at death's door anymore. We get a dodge. Round 5, it's still our turn. Dodges again. Let's just try to finish this guy off. Yay! There we go. Okay. Not bad. Crest, food, busts.
Slow and insidious killer.
So, I'm still wondering if it's possible to get a random drop that's not one of the symbols. Like, I really, really, really need some deeds, or I finally need them to give me a quest in the Weald. Like, there's enough RNG in this game as is. Oh, there we go. See, I did get deeds in this dungeon. Alright, now it's really important that I don't die, because getting the deeds are super important, because I want to be able to unlock more slots in my party. Like, I've really been getting screwed on the fact that I can't get any deeds, and part of it is because there was never any dungeons available in the Weald. Alright, so we've unlocked some stuff. Haven't revealed any traps, which is a little bit annoying. That's alright, so we're just going to walk by now. With the way this dungeon is laid out, I'm happy that I brought the full 8 food, and actually we found a little bit more food too, which is pretty handy. Oh, God. Of course, yeah, bitch. So, let's go ahead this way. If either one of these is a battle room, well, we've sort of scouted this thing. I think that means it's empty, but if this one is a battle room, we're going to have to clear it out to defeat the dungeon. Yay, loot! Hey, we got a shovel. We might be able to use that to clear through something. What the hell is this thing? Altar of Light. A small holy altar seems out of place against the backdrop of corruption. I don't think that I have got anything I can use for it, so I'll pray at the altar. Sweet! 20% bonus damage. And we'll go ahead and buff the light to the max for now. May as well take the advantage while we've got it. Ah, right. And we knew there was a skirmish coming. I didn't reorganize the party, but it actually seems like we're probably okay. The flashing daggers. Still hate that, like, you know, I changed this, and then I still have to mouse over. Like, it should remember what the last thing I moused over is when I change things with the mouse. It's not bad if you're hovering and then you use the keybinds, because it updates the damage here in real time, but it's like, you know, there's so much about this game that would be great on a tablet, and yet they have that little UI glitch. So, since my flashing daggers have no hope of one-shotting these things, because they do 2 to 4, I'll just use the pick attack and hit the one in the front. There we go. Excellent. That's exactly the sort of thing I was hoping would happen. She's gonna do what? Stress everyone else. Alright, go ahead and use your judgment. Yeah, it's got the highest damage. And you actually could use a little healing. Alright, doesn't kill anything, but that's alright. Oh, you're going to attack the one with the lowest health. Maybe they don't RNG who they attack. These guys seem, excuse me, pretty focused on there. Maybe it's on their AIs. That was called Grave Nibble. Maybe these guys have an AI that they go for the person who's nearest death, which I suppose would make a certain amount of sense. Round 2. Fight! Grave Nibble, and they keep going for this guy.
Cannot be left unanswered.
Alright, hopefully she lets me use a heal. No, we might just finish the fight. Alright, so that's unfortunate. You know what I can do? Is I can give him a piece of food, and that's enough to get him out of death's door. Alright, it's fine. We still get a lot of stress from that, but so far so good. Yeah, using this food to heal outside of combat just to get rid of the death's door effect is really potent. So I think that symbol means it's an empty room. And since I have to complete 100% of battle rooms, I'm betting I can just ignore that. I'm crossing my fingers that I'm starting to understand how this works. I have no idea if I have, but we're going to give this a go. What's the spider web? I didn't see that trap, did I?
Ancient traps lie in wait.
There's a spider web.
And thirsting
Was there a trap on the ground that I didn't see? Because you can only see a trap if it's been scouted. What's interesting, we actually lost some scout status. There must have been a trap on the ground that I just didn't notice as I was coming by. And just derped that way. We're going to take that. And another one. Oh, should all be flanking, protecting me. I do like the dialogue that these people throw in once they start to flip out. Sometimes, I mean, it's sort of annoying, but it's, you know, not like it's badly done or anything.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright, so there's a fight coming up. Setup is fine. Let's do it. Oh, this is definitely a lot worse than 3 maggots. Hey, they're surprised, though. That is huge. I think we're just going to go into, like, full beatdown mode. Oh, we could throw a stun at people. So, they have 10 hit points. So, I mean, no matter what, we can't kill them. Their stun resistance is only 25%. You know what? I think that's a swell idea. Oh, it may not stack with surprise, which would be a little bit annoying. Let's see if we can... Well, we'd have to get a crit. So no matter what, we can't one-shot them. So given that, I'll use a flash and dagger and maybe get a couple people within death range for another ability. Leave that one to me. I must cauterize its existence. And that causes this character to gain stress, become resolved. Oh, hopeless! No!
There can be no hope in this.
I mean, at this point, we're going to have a lot of extra stress generation. So everyone is definitely going to be 100% before this happens. This ends. Okay, so yeah, I keep forgetting that this thing can only reach the first 2, which is a little unfortunate. Let's go ahead and pile on this guy. I think he's slightly lower. He was 8 and this guy's 9, yeah. They resisted the blight, but that's alright. She's going to generate more stress over here. Ooh, hiss. 5 to 11. Well, I guess we'll take the guaranteed kill. Really? It said 5 to 11! It said 5 to 11! How did I do 4 damage? What the hell? Maybe, you know, maybe there's a rounding thing or some bullshit. It doesn't matter what I use to kill. This one's got the heal, so we'll use that. You know, unless we miss, obviously. And, okay, I was curious about that. On a miss, we do not heal. It is worth noting. So again, we're on 5 to 11. I'm gonna try to finish this one off, even though it'll be pretty massive overkill. I mean, assuming I hit. Just a good idea to trim them down. Plus, this guy's still stunned, so it looks like the surprise round... The stun didn't replace the surprise status, which is good. I was concerned about that. Because the way the stun goes away is when this guy gets a turn, it clears his stun. But if the stun just replaced the surprise, then it would have been pretty useless. Let's go and focus on the one who's a little bit lower and try to kill him. 3 plus blighted will... Yes, it'll kill him. Oh, there we go. He was just about to take his turn, so the blight killed him. Beautiful. Yeah, go ahead and hit the person with the highest amount of hit points. That's fine. That end to a life full of promising... Oh, right, you're hopeless, so you gotta, you know, whine until everyone else falls over depressed. We're not gonna flash in daggers, obviously. We're gonna pick to the face, and we may as well pick the person with the slightly lower health. That is within a nice kill range. If we get lucky, we might be able to kill with this ability. Of course, we needed 4 damage, so of course we'll roll minimum and get 3. We did self-heal, so now I've got to overkill this guy, but... Or miss. Alright, at least this ability doesn't overkill by as much, so it feels less bad. It's important to still kill that one character. Ooh, and we actually get a dodge in our favor. Very nice. Yeah, this run is going to work perfectly fine. Is it worth switching over to a stun? You got a lot of hit points. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a stun just to prevent you from, I don't know, randomly hitting the guy in the rear or something like that and get us super depressed. And you were next in the initiative order, so that works out really well. Dodge kind of sucks. There we go. Keeps rolling 3s on that, which is actually pretty good. Light did get resisted, but, you know, nothing's perfect. Alright. Well, despite the fact that this is like the B team coming in here with kind of a derpy configuration, it is running. Although that fight was not, you know, wasn't one of the big fights. It was just sort of a random encounter along the way. I can't complain too much. Still got lots of light. Indeed, no fight over here. And show us the rooms. Okay, so that is the battle room that we have to clear to finish. So obviously we'll go there now. Assuming we clear the room, that we will have successfully completed the quest. We might be tempted to then run down here. There's a little bit of a fight, that's true. But, you know, we could potentially loot more. I suspect we'll probably end it after that room, because we definitely do not want to risk dying and losing our 4 deeds. So, okay, that does look like a trap. There we go. We actually got a pop-up for it. So I think this is the first time we actually noticed the trap, or maybe it was the first time I moused over it. Bam! Disarmed. Lovely. Woe is me, woe is me. No, you're doing a good job. You don't have to be all woed. Unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. We have some excess food. Should I drop a heal? I mean, it feels like Plague Lord over here. There's very little chance that anything I can do. I mean, I guess I could eat like a bunch of food just to get Plague Lord right out of one shot into death range. You know what? We have enough food here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to eat my way down to 4. That way, if we do happen to get a hunger pop-up, we'll be able to deal with it. But that puts him at 6, or her. Some people say the plague doctors might be hers. It's hard to tell, you know, if the body shape is supposed to be a certain thing, or if it's the way the robe goes. Anyway, don't impose your, you know, gender norms on my characters. But it's possible that he can survive a hit, which is important. So we knew there was going to be an encounter here. Pretty sure. We knew that. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. You're selfish and stressing everyone out. We're very, very close to getting a stress break on at least one character over here, which will probably cascade to both. Especially with the hopelessness, almost certainly there's going to be something. Now, especially with the stress monger over here, I would like to focus fire this character. This is only 52% chance to hit for 2 to 6 damage, which is quite poor. This one's 65% chance to hit. Does a lot less damage, does self-heal. I guess the other thing I could do is self-grace my character, or... Do these have any dodge chance? No. You have a 13 dodge! Oh! So maybe I should focus on illuminating you. Still only 52% chance. But that dodge is immense, so the minus 20 from this ability would actually be pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. It would be really nice to kill this dude before he fucks up all our party. Alright, he resisted the debuff, which is too bad, but he took a decent amount of damage. I'm quite happy about that. We might even do a flashing daggers. So who did you hit? Oh. Alright, she didn't break yet. Just close. Oral to someone who's pretty healthy, although she's probably going to whine. Oh, trigger the hopelessness, and... No, alright. Okay, oh, I think she skipped her action. Because of the hopelessness, which is really, really too bad. I guess it doesn't matter who you bash here. Oh, you have fewer hit points. Slightly higher chance that we'll one-shot you. Or, you know, maybe we'll just miss, but... We made the right decision. For donation, the flame may grant you skill. Oh, that's enough to test a resolve. Paranoid!
The walls close in.
Don't think paranoid causes you to, like, miss an action usually. Oh, and there's the final snap. Abusive's not going to matter. Everyone's already flipped out. So as far as I can tell, abusive doesn't seem to, like, affect our combat. I haven't noticed so far. And paranoid, I'm not sure about that either. Frightened was really bad, because sometimes they'll skip an attack or move around or something. Now, I could be wrong. All those things may come up. But so far, so good. Yeah, we'll try to kill... Oh my god. Let's try to kill the one with the fewer hit points, but apparently we can't hit anymore. Now, there's, like, some red things. I think there's traits. Like, Paranoid, I think, is debuffing my damage. And over here, the Selfish character, it seems to have maybe slightly reduced accuracy and damage. All these things are bad. It's making this fight a lot harder. And again, this is not the fight that we need to actually do. This was supposed to be a trivial little encounter that didn't matter at all. Yeah, we're going to try to finish it off. It's probably going to overkill, but I don't know. With our reduced damage, yeah, see, she wouldn't have one-shot that anyway, so by weakening it, it's good. And being de-stressed at this point makes no difference one way or another. A resolve's been tested. How's your health? It's a little low.
And despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Oh! She just picked her own attack. Alright, I mean... I guess we don't need to worry about targeting the Bone Corcher anymore. Bone Corcher doesn't do that much damage. It's mostly the stress thing. And the fact that he can hit anyone in the party. But, you know, we're immune to the stress damage. Aha! That being said, I will target the Bone Corcher just because there's at least a chance we'll finish him off. Of course, 1 hit point. Arrgh! A Flashing Daggers would be pretty good right now. Ow! That is a crap ton of damage. This fight is so much harder than it should have been. It doesn't help that some of our stats have been debuffed, but... Okay, so the Flashing Dagger here, I mean, assuming it hits, will kill the Bone Corcher. There we go. Very good. All right. That I'm fine and happy with. You should be using your judgment to sort of heal up a little bit. Nice damage, too. 1 hit point left, but I was going to say, if the Plague Lord's next, Plague Lord doesn't do very much damage anyway, so let's just go ahead and try to finish this guy off. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but I'm not complaining too much. Now you, don't bring anyone down to the bottom. I think you just did.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
What else? Okay. Now, the paranoia might not let the heal go off, but I'm going to try it. Thank you. Get her out of death's door range, which is really useful. And then pick this guy to the head. And, of course, you're going to be left 1 hit point. Plague Lord, finish him! Yes! Okay. Now, this is not the real fight. But we did get a bust out of it, which is pretty good. I don't want to use up any food, because we might, as we walk forward, trigger one of the hunger things. I don't know if there's a meter for hunger, or like semi-timed, or how it works. Deck is empty. There will be a fight. Okay, so we haven't triggered any hunger. I'm thinking it's the last room, but I suppose I can't guarantee it. I probably shouldn't use the food, and frankly, yeah, I might put her out of range of, like, you know, 1 shot into death's door, but nah, this is fine. Okay, if we can clear this room out, I believe we will complete our dungeon. Oh, it's got one of the big guys. Oh, they're surprised! That's wonderful. Alright, before we get any further, I'm going to go ahead and use a torch. Bring us all the way up to 100. Not that it really matters at this point, actually, but... you have high stun resist, and you're double wide, so actually we can't really reach... Oh, well, this can apparently hit anyone. We can illuminate someone, but none of these guys have any particular appreciable dodge. Maybe if we focus fire the squishy guy in the back, who can probably mess us up a lot. Including with... Oh, yeah, I can't reach with this stun, which is too bad. Alright, fair enough. Just start with the judgment. And we'll try to whittle him down with whoever can hit. And then... It does mean, unfortunately, we will be spreading a little damage to the front, which is a little non-optimal. Oh, I forget the Noxious Blast can only hit the front. Okay, so focus firing the Brigand is obviously what we're doing. Nice damage, and we got a Blight, which is very good on this guy, because he might get hit by it at least a couple times. And this person just cut themselves because they're super emo. No, we're going to focus fire on the Brigand. For sure. Butcher, absolutely no precision at all. I don't know, it's pretty good. I mean, no crit, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, surprise round is over, and looks like we get the first attack on a subsequent round. Ooh, a bit of a move. Which doesn't really change what goes on here. It's not the end of the world who's in front. I'm not going to waste a turn moving. I'm just going to go straight into a bash. Oh, we missed. Eh, well. Alright, we could... Oh, yeah, we can't eat in the fight. The one item we can't use mid-fight. Oh, that is potentially really bad, because I have a lot of people super low. Okay, no one death doored. 1 more point of damage. That could have been particularly bad. And especially if he keeps doing that. Yeah, we'd really like to knock him down, but we have to get through this guy in the front first. And I'm definitely going to keep hammering at him, or picking at him. Who's next? Come on, go my team. Nice. Well, I've got no choice. I've pretty much got to hit him. Do that. If we get a second stack of Blight, that's 4 damage. So he's dead in 2 rounds no matter what. Oh, that is a good double dodge. He just took 4. So we just have to tap him 1 time. Oh! I didn't realize he had a big splash attack too. Like, the fact that we're sitting at 1 damage with all these splash attacks coming our way is... Wow. Yeah, let's try to finish this guy off. Well, he's dead on his next turn. Could we do something else? We could party comfort instead. All the splash, I don't think it'd be enough to put us out of range, but it might make a bit of a difference here. You know what? I'll do a party heal. I was gonna say probably at least 1 person will be whiny about it. Oh, we got double heal. All right, that's good. And again, he will die on his next thing. There's no... This would be a wasted attack. So why don't I just give a damage buff to, ideally someone who's going to survive. So let's go ahead, put it on her. Are you gonna... Oh, good! You didn't attack the guy in the front. That makes me super happy. Something worked out really, really well. Still waiting for him to just keel over and die. The sooner the better, because it'll open up, you know, full attack possibilities. Ow.
A
All right.
hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
We did get death doored, but these guys are just gone. Unless it's a new round, it's all going to be us right now. Hey, just keeled over.
A
Boom.
victory.
Suck blight, buddy.
Perhaps the turning point.
Okay, I'm not going to self-heal. What are these stun resistances? Only 25%. So I think actually a Dazzling Light would be fantastic right now. In particular, I'm going to use the guy who's got the full party AoE. I think this guy had the first two AoE, which is still pretty bad, but this is worse. Slightly higher hit chance if we go on this fellow, but it's not that much of a difference. And this guy is more dangerous. I'm not complaining about the fact that I went first done. Both these people have plus damage?
Survival
Shit.
is a tenuous proposition.
Okay, we had our first death of this Let's Play. Took what, 6th episode? This 6th or 7th? I don't remember exactly where we are. I really don't want to retreat from combat. I want to finish this. This is dicey, I'm not going to lie. But we'll do what we can. I don't really think it matters. I'm going to go with the guy I have a slightly better chance of hitting at this point. With the party shrunk down, it doesn't matter as much about the splash damage. So we have 2 death door. Oh, it's not the healer. I'd like to get her to do her party heal. Okay. This damage, 4 to 8. This one's 3 to 5. The bleed resistance versus... what's better? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe the incision is going to be better here. Try the incision. Ah. Oh, okay, you. Yeah, let me do the party heal. Let me do the... No, you just passed your turn? I really needed to party heal to take 2 people out of death's door. Oh, he's going to go again. And he's going to AoE everyone.
More blood
Fuck!
soaks the soil.
Why, you bitch?
Evil.
This is going to be a success. You're going to take my things away. Okay, we might have to just run. Oh, I can't use any of these abilities. All I can do is illumination. Okay, how do I actually retreat? Retreat from combat. Alright, I've never done this before. I'm going to retreat from combat and then just leave. We can't succeed here, and I want to take my loot with me.
The sin is not in being outmatched, but in failing to recognize it.
I'm really sad that we lost anyone. I really felt... I mean, I knew it was going to be difficult.
To be learned.
But I really felt that combat should have gone in our direction. I'm really sad that we lost 2 people. But I'm happy that we got some deeds. So that's something. What'd you get there, Senti? Known cheat. That's not the end of the world. And Senti's still a good character. And that one Marine is still a good character.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Breckenbrow is now sluggish? Where does that show up? He's sluggish after a night of drinking. It's not a permanent thing. When does it go away? And where does it show up on his character sheet? Well, I suppose we can deal with a -10 dodge. Also, Gorash... Wait, still has the creeping cough? Wait. Hold on, did we not... Oh, it's Senti that we got to remove Nervous. Okay, which I guess was fine. Gorash has creeping cough that we really need to get rid of before we send Gorash on another mission. And other than that, she's going to be quite good, especially on Warrens. That being said, we might have to use her as is right now, depending on how things go. She's still level 0 as well. Maybe we don't want to invest in getting her creeping cough. It is so brutal, though. Well, clearly what we're going to have to do is hire some more people. The other thing we could consider, do we have... I will most likely grow... This will have to wait until the next video, but I will most likely grow our roster size to 11. And probably hire everyone. I mean, we're going to be a little bit excessive on Vestals. But right now, we can just use some more warm bodies to pad ourselves out. And it doesn't really matter what kind of traits they have. We can always fire... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Great
and yeah, I'll go and hire...
even here.
Oh, I gotta drag them over.
Mud and rain.
Hire all the people.
A sister of battle, pious.
Did they
and
charge me
unrelenting.
to hire people? I hadn't noticed. Does it cost me money to hire people? Because I can't sanatorium now. I mean, I might technically be able to afford it, but I can't. But I need money for my embark, so that's kind of annoying. Ah, but we had our first wheeled quest is finally available, which will definitely give us some more deeds. So we'll probably head in that direction. We'll have to figure out what kind of composition we have, especially with our new people. None of that is the end of the world, but that's interesting. Minus 50% disease resist and plus 15 disease resist. The evasive is going to be really nice on a frontline person. Minus 1% crit, nah, that's not too bad. And again, another good ability for a frontline person. And what we'll have to do is find people who have the wheeled thing. Presumably we have some of those. That's Warren's wheeled tactician. There we go. So Bercy over here, who's got a weak grip on life and stomach cramps. We can deal with both of those, honestly. And the on guard is not a bad ability. So yeah, we'll go into the wheeled. We'll make some sort of composition like that. We'll figure something out. It'll probably be another basic level 0 party. We'll see. Dutch Derpy guy's probably ready to go though. We'll have to figure out exactly what kind of composition we want to go with. But right now we have a bit of an overkill on Vestals, and we're gonna make a decision. But that'll have to wait until next time. And we're not gonna fire anyone yet because we're gonna wait to see who we can hire in the caravan next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye, folks.